What is array? Collection of similar data elements. We can also call homogeneous elements. We can also call same type of elements. Array index begins with, ends with. Can I call array is an object? Yes. Array reference. Can I call object reference? Yes. Object reference can be called as a variable, primitive type variable or reference type variable. What reference type variable contains hash code. Okay. See, in this line, is it declaration, assignment, or initialization? Array is created right side or left side? Right side array created. Left side is array reference. We can call it as object reference. We can call it as reference variable. What A contains? Hash code, not elements. A contains hash code, not elements. Okay. Now, here A dot length, it returns number of elements. Like this you have seen. But there is a one loop. There is a one loop, enhanced for loop. No. It is used to iterate. It is used to iterate elements of an array or collection. It is used to iterate elements of an array or collection. It is used to iterate elements of an array or collection. So, enhanced for loop. It is used to iterate elements of an array or collection. This loop introduced in JDK 1.5 version. This loop introduced in JDK 1.5 version in 2004. This loop introduced in JDK 1.5 version in 2004. It is also called as for each loop. It is also called as for each loop. It is also called as for each loop. See, enhanced for loop. It is used to iterate elements of an array or collection. Array elements you can iterate, collection elements you can iterate. Collection is separate topic is there, collections framework. At the time you will learn. Present you are learning arrays. Okay. This is later introduced, 1.5 version 2004 introduced. It is also called for each loop. Syntax. Syntax for data type, variable, colon, array reference. Here for data type, variable, colon, array reference. For data type, variable, colon, array reference. See, this loop syntax is different. Normal for loop, you are writing like this. Normal for loop, initialization expression, semicolon, test expression or condition, semicolon, updation expression. Like this we are writing, normal for loop. Okay. Normal for loop we are writing like this, but this is enhanced for loop. It is not a semicolon, it is a colon. Okay, it is a colon. Now array reference refers an array. Array reference refers an array. From that, one element copied in variable. That variable we can access. See, for example, if you want to access for integer b colon a, see, it is very simple. Now, this a, what is a? Array reference. It refers array. It contains hash code. This refers array. From this array, one element copied in B. That B you can print. See, it is very simple. Now file, save. Compilation. Java C. E drive is there, no? Okay, yeah. Java C demo.java. Java demo. See, elements are printed. So like this you can access. It's another way. Write it. Accessing array elements by using enhanced for loop. 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 From this array, one element copied in B and printed. From this array, one element copied in B and printed. Like this you can access. Okay. On these arrays also, many operations we can perform. Some operations I'll explain. Some operations I'll give assignment. You have to try. If you don't get, I'll teach. But you should try. But each and every program, myself, if I explain, if you don't try anything, you will not get a programming skills. You will not get a logical skills. Got it? No. Is it over? Accessing array elements by using enhanced for loop. Now how to access? This is next concept. Suppose these array elements I want to add. These array elements I want to add. What we have to do? Just give me answer. I'll write with your answers. I'll write the code. What do you write? Integer sum equal to 0. Next, for int I equal to 0. Next, I less than a dot length. Next, I plus plus. Next, sum equal to sum plus a of I. Next, sum. That's it. See, first initially some value 0. Initially some value 0. One element added to sum. One element added to sum. Sum printed. Okay. So one element added to sum printed. File, save. Compilation, execution. Say, this is array. Right side array created, that array referred by A. Right side array created, that is referred by A. Sum equal to 0. First element A of 0 added to sum. Second element A of 1 added to sum. Third element A of 0, 2 added to sum. All elements added to sum. When for loop terminated, sum printed. Okay. Write this one. Program to add elements of an array. Program to add elements of an array. Program to add elements of an array. One element added to sum. Program to add elements of an array. Understood what we did here? Any doubt? Say, right side. Now this one, how many elements are there? 7. Okay. This tracing with another example I'll give. Same type program I'll write with a method also I'll explain better. Instead of here, there better. See, here what will happen? See, 7 elements are there. 7 elements. Okay. 7 elements array created. This array referred by A. Here 7 elements array created. This array referred by A. Some value 0. Now, I value 0, 0 less than A dot length, it is true. Here I value 0, 0 less than 7, it is true. Here number of length returns number of elements. Here 7 elements are there. From that a dot length nothing but 7. First I value 0, 0 less than 7, true. A of 0, 39, added to sum. I becomes 1, 1 less than 7, true. A of 1, added to sum. I becomes 2, 2 less than 7, true. A of 2, added to sum. Like this, all elements added. When for loop terminated, some value printed. This program with enhanced for loop I want to write. What are the changes required? Give me answer. First, this is array. Now, writing is over, no? Writing is over, no? Now, this program I want to add with enhanced for loop. What we have to write? What you have to write? Integer sum equal to 0. Next, for int b colon a. From this a, one element copied in b. Next, sum equal to sum plus b. Sum equal to sum plus b. Next, system dot out dot println sum. Okay, file save. See 372. Okay. Now program to add elements of an array by using enhanced for loop. Note. If comment is one line, 2 forward slashes. Comment is 2 lines, forward slash star star forward slash. Program to add elements of an array by using enhanced for loop. Is it over? This is simple syntax, but internally like that only works. Here actually A. What is A? Array reference. We can also call object reference. We can also call reference variable. What it contains? Hash code. Now sum is primitive type variable or reference type variable? Sum. Which variable? Primitive type variable. B. B is primitive type or reference type? What is it? Primitive type. A, reference type. A is a reference type. B is not a reference type. B contains element. A contains hash code. Okay. Here, A is a reference, refers array. From that array, one element copied in B. So B is a primitive type. A is a reference type. Reference type variable contains hash code. Primitive type variable contains data. Okay. Here A contains hash code. B contains data element. This element will be copied. Okay. Now this program only with methods I'll explain. Methods. Is it over? Now you observe. How many categories of methods are there? 4 categories. What is first category? Methods with arguments and with return value. Second one, with arguments without return value. Third one, without arguments with return value. Fourth one, without arguments and without return value. 4 categories of methods you studied. Now, here, method name, add elements. Method name, add elements, which takes array of elements, which returns one integer. Now, it is which category? Which category? First category, with arguments, with return value. Okay. Now, argument is primitive type or reference type? Return type is primitive type. Suppose here also if you write like this, reference type. If I remove this, primitive type. Okay. Now this one with the tracing also I'll explain. Listen with more concentration. Further, reference type parameters, reference type, return type only will be there in further sessions. Maximum reference type only. Primitive type doesn't appears. But before arrays you studied methods. That is the reason primitive type explained. Now you learned arrays. You can use arrays. Next you will learn strings. You can use strings. You can use classes. You can use interfaces. You can use enumerations. You can use records. Many things possible. Primitive type usage is very less in real time. Reference type usage only more. Okay. Reference type usage only more. Now, add elements is a method which takes array, which returns one integer. Okay. Add elements is a method which takes array, which returns one integer. Now, here you observe. What I'll do, you observe. Is it instance method or class method? How do you know that is instance method? There is no static. There is no static. How many ways to access? 2 ways. What are those? Now I want to call that method. How to call? With object reference. With object reference. You already studied. Demo D equal to new demo. Next. Return type is there. Method calling, remembered or forgot? Method calling most important in Java. Advanced Java, first day onwards, last day. Method calling only will be there. What do you write? Int x equal to d dot add elements. We have to pass array. Okay. Now, you observe. Demo class object created, that object referred by D. Demo class object created, that object referred by D. With the D, add elements method I am calling. It takes array of elements. It takes array of elements. Okay. Now, here I'll create array. Integer. Suppose this is another name, I'll write here array X. It's an array. Okay, just one digit, I'll write. One digit or two digit, whatever it may be. Writing program style is same. Now, here X. I'm passing X. Here something Y. Now, system dot out dot println Y. Okay. Now you observe demo class loaded, open brace executed, main method called, here array created, that array referred by X. Demo class loaded, open brace executed, main method called, open brace executed, array created, that array referred by X. Object created, that object referred by D, with that add elements X. This X copied in A. Here elements are not copied. What is copied? Hash code copied. Hash code copied. Whatever X contains hash code, that is copied in A. That is copied in A. And here we have to calculate sum. Integer sum equal to 0. For either normal for loop or enhanced for loop. Normal for loop, how to write? Integer I equal to 0. I less than A dot length. I plus plus. Next. Sum equal to sum plus A of I. A of I. Okay. Next. Return sum. Now. Listen. Demo class loaded. Open brace executed. Main method called. Open brace executed. Right side array created. That array referred by X. Right side object created. That object referred by D. With the D add elements method called. This X contains hash code that is copied in A. Sum value 0. I value 0. 0 less than A dot length. Here 8 elements are there. 8. 0 less than 8 true. A of 0 added to sum. I becomes 1. 1 less than 8 true. Added to sum. 2. 2 less than 8 added to sum. At last return sum. Sum value returned and copied in Y. Y printed. File. Save. Compilation. Execution. And now, instead of normal for loop, I want to write enhanced for loop. What are the changes required in this code? Int B colon A. After that, sum equal to sum plus B. Sum equal to sum plus B. Over. Now also same output. Okay. Now write this program. I'll explain tracing. Write the program complete. Is it over? I'll explain with tracing. I'll explain with tracing. First writing is over. Completed. Listen with more concentration. How it works. Difference between primitive type, reference type, you'll understand with this example. How much importance is there for reference type, you'll understand. In real time, reference type only important as compared to primitive type. Even in future versions, they are planning to remove primitive data types. In future versions, primitive data types will not be there in future. They are planning to remove. Okay, everything reference. Integer class is there. That is only you have to write. Int you cannot write in future. That is proposal is there. They may change or they may cancel. They may cancel or they may change or they may introduce new concepts. What will be happen? We have to wait and see. Okay. Present, all are working. Objects, reference type working, primitive type working. In future, they are planning to remove primitive data types in Java. In future. That is the given proposal, but they may change or they may cancel. What will be happen? We have to wait and see. Okay. Present, all are working. Now, this font size will decrease. Listen with more concentration. Now, first, demo class loaded. Primitive type, reference type, if you pass as a parameter, how much difference is there? You'll understand with this example. How much importance is there for reference type in real time? You'll understand with this example. Okay. First of all, demo class loaded. Main method called here. 8 elements array created. 8 elements array created. See 0, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. What is this? Index. Okay. See 8 elements are there. 8 elements. Index begins with 0. Ends with size minus 1, 8 minus 1, 7. It's an object. It's an object. This object referred by X. This object referred by X. What X contains? Hash code. Now, this array can have 1000 elements also. This array can have 1000 elements also, but program is same. Program is same. You observe. Next, initial values only. These are initialization. 2, 3, 7, 9, 1, 4, 7, 9. Okay. Now, these are created. Demo object created. That object referred by D. That is okay. D dot add elements X. What X contains? That is copied in A. This is copied like this. Okay. It will become integer array operator A equal to X. Integer array operator A equal to X. Now, A. What A contains is hash code. This hash code copied here. This hash code also refers same array. Okay, same array. Here, in this program, how many arrays are there? 1 or 2? One array. This only one array, 2 references. Okay. Now, that array created in main method referred by X. That X copied in A. A also refers same array. It is not separate array. Now, assume arrays are not there. Assume arrays concept are not there. These 8 elements, if you want to pass to method, how will pass? There what will write? Int A, comma B, comma int A, int B, int C, like that. 8 you ought write. Here 8 values you ought write. 8 values copied in 8 variables. Then if 1000 elements are there, 1000 copies. 1000 elements are there, 1000 you have to pass. There you have to receive 1000 variables. Writing program also difficult, and also memory. 1000 elements again memory allocated no there. But here what memory allocated? Only reference memory allocated. Array is not copied. Array reference copied. Hash code copied. Primitive type, reference type, this is the difference. Primitive type, if you write, the data copied. Reference type, if you write, hash code copied. With that hash code, same array we can access. Now, this array can have 1000 elements also. This array can have 1000 elements also. But writing program is same. Okay. Now, you observe. Here, sum equal to 0. Sum equal to 0. Int B colon A. Then what is copied? 2. 2 copied in B. Sum equal to sum plus B. 0 plus 2. It is 2. Next, second element copied. 3 copied in B. 3 copied in B. Okay. Sum equal to sum plus B. 2 plus 3, 5. Next, 7 copied in B. 7 copied in B. Then, again, sum equal to sum plus B. 5 plus 7, 12. Again, 9 copied in B. Here, I didn't write any logic. Only syntax. This syntax is like this only. It is automatically copied. Okay. It does internally works. Next element, automatically it takes. Now, sum equal to sum plus B. 12 plus 9. 21. Next, 1. 1. 21 plus 2. 22. Next element copied. 4. Next 26. Next 7 copied in B. 26 plus 7, 33. 9 copied in B. 9 copied in B. 33 plus 9, 42. Now return sum. Return sum. Sum copied in, sorry, sum copied in Y. Sum copied in Y. This 42 copied in Y. Now, like this happened. Okay. Now, even array can have 1,000 elements. Writing Java program is same. Okay. Now, this method, which category method? First category. What is the category name? What is the category name? With arguments with return value. Argument primitive type or reference type? Reference type. Return type? Primitive type. Okay. Here, how many arrays are there? One array. How many references are there? Two references. One reference is X. One more reference is A. This reference, is it low instance variable or class variable or local variable? This reference, local variable. This reference, so if I give option blindly, you are selecting one answer. That is, X is a instance variable or class variable or local variable? Local variable. A also local variable. This X, can I access in there? No. Can I access? Local variable scope is within the method. That X we can access within the main method only. That A can be accessed in main method. That method, that variable there only, this variable here only. This variable you cannot access there, that variable you cannot access here. That is the reason copying. If this is accessible there, why copying? Got your point? If this is accessible, copying is not required. Directly that you can access. Okay? These are local. But that array you can access anywhere with references. Now it is nothing but one person having two names, one object having two references, one array having two references. That type. Right, Ishan? See, while asking question, you think and give answer. Blindly don't select option. Okay? Blindly if we select my time waste, your time waste. No use. If I ask first class student also, if I give option, he will select one answer. That type if we select my time waste, your time waste. On these arrays also, I'll give assignment. Okay, you have to try. I'll explain some programs. I'll give assignment. You have to try. 1 week time I'll give. If you don't get, I'll teach. Completed? Is it over? Completed or not? Give me answer. Because more people, majority of people discussing only. They are not giving answer. First, you stop discussions in a classroom. Okay. After class, you discuss. It is better. You discuss about subject after class, not in classroom. Okay. After class, what you understood, what your friend understood, discuss. It is more communication skills comes, presentation skills comes, subject skills comes. If you discuss, but not in classroom. In classroom, if you discuss, no use. You are not listening, your friend not listening. Later, nothing to discuss. Okay, that will happen. Now, completed. I'll ask questions. Give me answer. Here, return type array. Return type array. If you write only int, it returns integer. If you write integer array operator, it returns hash code of array. Method name get elements, no parameters. It is which category method? 1, 2, 3, 4. Which category? Third category. What is the category name? Without arguments. Here without arguments with return value. Now with return value, here returning is primitive type or reference type? Reference type. How do you know that is reference type? Array operator square brackets. Okay, array operator square brackets. Now here one array will create or initialize something x or a. Here array. Okay, 8 elements are there. Return a. Return a. What is returning? Hash code or elements? With that hash code, elements comes. We can access. That's what method name get elements are written. Method name get elements, but actually elements are not returning. What is returning? Hash code. With that hash code, you can access array elements. Like that, at last you are getting elements. Understanding? But actually, that array is there only. That array you can access, will get it. Okay. Now this method I want to call. What we have to write? By using an object reference. By using an object reference. What we have to write? Demo d equal to New demo. Next, what do you write? Integer array operator or not? Array operator. Next, x equal to t dot get elements. Next, system dot out dot println x. What will be printed? Hash code printed. We have to print elements with hash code, no use. If you print like this, what will happen? Hash code printed. So printing hash code is no use. How to print elements? For loop or normal for loop. What do you write? For integer I equal to 0. I less than x dot length. Next, I plus plus. Next, system dot out dot println. What do you write? X of I. That's it. See, compilation, execution. Okay. Now, normal for loop. This is enhanced for loop. What we have to write? What we have to write? In y equal y colon x. Here y. Compilation, execution. Okay. Now, it is return type array type. Return type reference type. It is return type reference type. Okay. Return type array type. Now, returning an array like. But actually, array is not written. What is written? Hash code written. This A copied in X. With this X, we can access array. Array will be there only. Array will not come to main method. Array will be there only. That hash code copied in X. With that X, we can access array elements. That type. Okay. Now write this one. One more example. Is it over? Now, just some method call statements. I'll ask questions. Give me answer. First, is it over? Completed? See, method calling is most important. First, primitive types I'll write. 4 categories of methods I'll write. Just you see, return type byte. Return type byte. Method name fun1. Parameter character. This is one method. Return one character. Okay. This is one method. This is one method. Now, here, sorry, return byte. Okay. Now, there is a method body, leave it. Only method calling statements important. Now, one more method. Void fun2. Fun2. Parameter is short A, short B. One more method, return type boolean, fun3. Fun3, no parameters. One more, void fun4. Now, these method bodies are not important. Leave it. Okay. Here, this method body, this method body, this method body, I given empty. But method body is not important in Java. Reason, this type of methods lags are there in Java library. How to access that library important. That's what method calling statements are important. For calling these methods, object or object reference required. Suppose demo d equal to new demo. These 4 statements you write it. Try to write. Remaining code you try to write. Note down. This as it is note down, and remaining code you complete. Remaining code you try to complete. How many people written right? How many people written wrong? I want to check. Online students also write in your notebook only. Don't write in chat box. So method call statements you try to write. Method call statements. You try to complete remaining code. You write answers. How to call those methods? That is not only that notes, you complete that method calling statements. What I'm asking is those four methods you call. Try to call. Try to call those four methods. First category, second category, third category, fourth category, four categories I given. You try to call. Your answer can be right or wrong. Try to write. If you mistake also, one page wasted. That's it. But try. Okay. Try to write. Your answer right or wrong. Everyone should try. Your answer can be right or wrong. You try to write. If mistake also, on just one page wasted. That's it. But try to write. That is already you studied primitive type. I didn't add reference type. That is already primitive type. You already studied. Completed. How many people completed? Just raise your hand. Your answer right or wrong, you try to write. Even assignment also, whether you are getting or not, leave it. You try. Everyone should try. It's already over. It is not reference type. Primitive type only asked. See. Online students, how many people completed? Just raise your hand. Online students. Your answer right or wrong, whatever it may be, try to write. See. This method, which category? First category. What is the category name? With argument, with return value. Now, what we have to write? Return type is byte. So, byte. B equal to. What we have to write? D dot fun1. What we have to pass? One character you have to pass. That's it. I asked only that line. Here, it returns byte. So, byte B equal to. This is instance method. You have to call with object reference. D dot fun1. After that, one character you have to pass. One character I passed it. Okay. Now, this one you can print system dot out dot println. That line, whether you return or not, leave it. That is not compulsory. That will leave it. Second method. How to call? D dot fun2. What you have to pass? Values you have to pass. But values, if you pass, it will be considered as integers. By default, integer it will take. What we have to pass? Short. So you write short some x equal to one number. Short x equal to one number, y equal to one number. Then it will be considered as short x comma y. Okay. Say, I'll explain. Short x equal to 10 comma y equal to 10. See, for example, you observe, I'll place as a comment. This is I'll place as a comment. Now this is comment. You observe. This is comment. If I write d equal to d dot fun 2. If I write numbers, file, save, compilation. What you are getting? Incompatible types from integer to start. So if you write a number, the number by default integer, but what it takes? Short. It's an error. It's an error. You already studied. Long literal must be suffixed with small l. Reason that is treated as the integer. L if you write long, but byte and short, you have to pass explicit conversion. So that's what short is there. You must write like this. Otherwise, not valid. Okay. Now short x comma y. Now these are considered as short. Okay. Short is there. You have to write like this. Next, third one. What do you write? Return type Boolean. B equal to B already is there. So B2 something equal to D dot fun 3. Next, fourth one. D dot fun 4. D dot fun 4. That's it. Now you observe it returns byte. So byte B. It is instance method. That's what D dot fun 1. It takes one character. Second one, void. It doesn't return. Fun 2. D dot fun 2. These two will take short. Short, if you want to pass, compulsory short data type you have to mention. Otherwise, by default, integer. So, short x equal to 10, y equal to 20. Then x comma y. X is a short, y is a short. It can copy. Is possible. Third one, Boolean return type. Boolean B2. D dot fun 3. Here, D dot fun 4. Here, no argument, no parameter. But one more thing, this code, if I compile, error comes. Reason, return statements are, I didn't write in the program method body, no? That's what. In this line, error comes. In this line, error comes. Two errors comes. File, save. Two return statements are not there. That's what two errors comes. See, two errors. Missing return statement. We must write return keyword. Then only valid. Okay. That will leave it. Understanding purpose I given. How to call the method. That is I given. Now, first you write this one. How many people written right? Check it. How many people? Just raise your hand. Only except short. Okay. Leave it. Short, leave it. Remaining. Except short. Okay. Online students. Write this one. Those who didn't write, note down. Those who written wrong, just make it correct. If byte is there, short is there, parameters are there, you must write data type variables. Okay. But directly if you pass, it will be considered as integer. That problem comes. Okay. Is it over? Now I'll ask some questions. Give me answer. I'll ask some questions. Fun one method. What is returning? Now this fun 2 I'll remove. Fun 4 I'll remove. Now give me answer. Fun 2 I'll remove. Fun 4 I'll remove. Now fun 1 method, what is returning? Fun 1. I'm asking return type. Fun 1, what is returning? Byte. Say fun 1 method, it returns byte. Here d dot fun 1 return type, what I written? Byte. Suppose here I am writing integer. Valid or not valid? Valid or not valid? Valid. How many people answer valid? Online students. How many people answer not valid? No. Those who given not valid, why it is not valid? Return type is byte. We should write byte only. That is the reason not valid. Those who given answer valid, how it is valid? You already studied no type conversion. It is returning byte. Byte assigned to which type? Integer. It is 19 conversion or 23? 19. That's what valid. That's what valid. Type conversions concept completed, no? So here d dot fun1 returns byte. Byte assigned to int. Byte to int valid. Byte to int valid. Suppose here fun 3, what is returning? Boolean. Suppose I'll write char. Valid, not valid? Not valid. Can I write integer? No. Can I write float? What we can write? Only Boolean. Other we cannot write. Okay. Now, one more question. Suppose here return type integer. Method name get. No parameter. This method I want to call. What we have tried? Give me answer. Integer x equal to d dot get. Now, is it valid? Yes. In the place of int, can I write short? In the place of int. What is returning? Integer. What I written? It is integer to short or short to integer? Integer to short. Is it valid? No, because it comes under 23 conversions. Now it is error. How to make it valid? How to make it correct? In the brackets, short. Is it valid? No. Yes, it is valid. Okay. So here all concepts mixed. That's it. Object-oriented programming, type conversion, I mixed. But what you studied is only directly assignment you studied. But it is returning value assigned. That at last it is also assignment only. Now it is returning integer. That integer explicitly myself converted to short, then assigned, then valid, then valid. Suppose one more. Here void fun which will take integer. Okay. Now here byte b equal to 5. D dot fun of b. Valid or not valid? Now here parameter integer. What I am passing? Give me answer. Valid or not valid? Not valid. How many people answer not valid? Now it is valid. Because here B assigned to A. Here B which type? Byte assigned to integer. So it is byte assigned to integer. Byte to integer 19 conversion. While passing parameter different, while returning different. You have to take care. Now byte passed to integer, integer return to byte, that type you have to take care. Okay, that's what these diagrams I'm giving you. Observe, while giving this diagram, the statement becomes like this. With this line you can understand, with this line you can understand. No, no, B which type, A which type, byte to integer or integer to byte, byte to integer, byte to integer comes under 19 or 23, 19, so valid. Okay, integer, here short get, short get, here integer x equal to d dot short, d dot get. Here what is returning? Assigned to, that means short to int or integer to short. Is it valid or not valid? Valid. Okay, like this respond up to last class. Any Java program you can write, it is possible, any Java program. Okay, I want response like this only. Very good. Majority people giving your in your batch very good answers. Very good. Okay. You continue like this only up to last class. Up to last class. Not only in the middle. Still object oriented programming not started. Okay. We'll see continuation tomorrow. Online students, Yogeshwar. Assignments I given, no running notes I given, everything I given.